What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the best deck to get 12 wins in a challenge. I did this first try after starting this deck. I didn't play any games, so we're going to open the 12-win chest and I'll hop into another one and show you how to do it. So we got Electro Giant out of that, nothing too special. Here's the deck. It's Skeleton King, Graveyard. It's a very aggressive deck and it is very good. I feel like I got a little lucky the first time, but we'll see what we can do here. We're going to wait for him to make the first play because we have a fairly heavy deck. So he goes with a miner, so we're going to scar me that. If I had Skeleton King in hand, that would be a good place to play it. We'll start with Witch in the back here and possibly go in. I'm playing Bats, Skeleton King, and we will be using a Graveyard here shortly. Ability on the Skeleton King before he dies. Graveyard on his tower. He has a Archer Queen, so we have to play cautious here, because if he gets an ability on the tower, I am toast. So let's go with a Goblin Hut. And a Skeleton Army. Hopefully we can get the king up here before my Skarmy goes down. Skarmy does go down fairly quickly, so we're just going to hold off on this. Wait until we get a few elixirs so we can full commit. He has a fairly good counter, but this deck wins 9 times out of 10 any matchup. So we'll just witch in the back here. Get ready for a bowler. Bowler in the back. The best card to counter this is probably the Royal Delivery, and he happens to have that. So we're going to go with Bats on there. And now that we have Skarmy in cycle, and he's played his Royal Delivery, we are going to Skeleton King behind my bowler, Skarmy, and Graveyard, and get ready for an ability here as soon as we can. Pop the ability. Millions of skeletons. He defended that very well. Guards is a pretty good counter for this. We're going to go in with Bowler, and that should take care of the Archer Queen pretty easily. We're going to bat set as well. Hopefully that goes down before my guards lock onto my tower. Okay. Archer Queen does not lock onto my tower, thankfully. We are going to Skeleton Army, Skeleton King, Graveyard. Pop the ability. And we should have arrows ready next time for his guards. And that is why the arrows are in the deck, is specifically for guards. So we go in with a Witch here, just to see what he'll do. So he logs. We are going to Goblin Hut defense. And we're going to Skarmy his miner, which is a good play here because we get a good value trade. So we are going to use the ability here, just keep up pressure. We're going to arrows all that down. He does have to use his Royal Delivery, so we will Bats and Witch. That was a bad Witch. That Witch is going to take a lot of damage from that miner. And we're going to go in the back here with a bowler and see what we can do. We're not able to do much against this guy. I'm going to go for an early Graveyard and see if that makes a difference. He's going to Royal Delivery all of this, and it's just going to be toast. We get the ability off. We're just going to keep pressure up here as high as we can. 2 bowlers. Hopefully his Archer Queen goes down. He has to guards that, so we're going to go in with a Graveyard, a Skarmy, a Skeleton King, and we're just going to keep high pressure. High pressure, that's how you play this deck. It's the only way to win with this deck, is just constant full send. So we have another Graveyard up. We're going in for the Graveyard again. We're going to Skarmy in the back. We're going to Bats. We're just going to keep pushing him. We're going to do another bowler. We're going to do another skeleton king when we get it up here. And that should be game. We're just going to arrows and good game. We did not have that game in the beginning, but once we hit triple elixir, this deck is almost completely unstoppable because it's just solid spam. So we'll hop into another one here and see if we can go 3-0 to start this challenge. Okay, so we don't have Skarmy in hand, so we're going to go and sit here and wait, or cycle bats in the back so we can get a bowler up. We're just going to bats here to soak up damage from that fire spirit. And we're going to bowler that. If this is log bait, this is a free win for us. Unless he has like 3 spells. He did Inferno there, so we're going to go in with our Skarmy and our Skeleton King, because Inferno does counter Skeleton King if it locks onto it. So it did lock on, and he is also playing a Skeleton King deck. So we're just going to Goblin Hut this, and bats if we have to. We're going to arrow all that. He's going to ability here, I'm expecting. He's not get it off, which is good for us. So we're a little behind on elixir. Which is fine. We'll just bats this, get good value. He's going to get a lot of damage with his wall breakers. I'm not too worried about it right now. If we have to, we'll take an L this early in the challenge. It's not super important that you go 6-0. If you can go 6-0, it's almost a guaranteed win. So yeah, we're going to witch in the back and see what he can do. If we full send, we're going to full send here now that he used his Skeleton King in the back. Get ready to ability. We're going to arrows all that. And he's going to ability, so we will not get our ability down in time, sadly. So we're just going to bats all this. It should be fine. He's going to do a lot of damage, though. He'll probably take our tower. Okay, he does take our tower. That is the one issue with this deck, is if you match a similar matchup, and he has a better cycle, you tend to lose that. Just as in all mirror matchups, it's just how you have your cycle set up. We're gonna skeleton army that, and we're gonna use our king over here. We are going to graveyard in preparation, and we are going to bats his push. Use our ability. That should be fairly good here. He's going to use that, but we're just going to arrows it all. And we took care of his push, and we got a very solid push here. He does have log. We're going to witch in the back. He has a very sizable lead here. I'm not really worried about it yet, because we have bowler for his drill, and his skeleton should take care of that, hopefully. There we go. We're going to Skeleton King, and we're just going to full send at him. We're going to use our ability. We got ours up first. We're going to arrows him. Should take out his Dark Goblin. And we have a very good push here. We're going to witch again. We're just going to keep pressure up. That's the best part about this deck, is high pressure. So we're going to Skarmy. And hopefully his king goes down before he can pop an ability. It does. So our skeletons lock onto his tower. And that is a good game. 2-0. You can see why this is the best deck, because even when you don't have a favorable matchup or cycle, you can find a way to make it work. There's not really many too hard counters to this. I've played golem decks that counter it pretty good with like bone dragons and baby dragons and lightning. So you got to be careful of those. We're prepared to full send here. So if he like golems other lane, we're just going right in. We'll witch in the back since he has balloon. Could have baby dragon. That's a fairly good counter to this. He has E-barbs. Hopefully he does not have a zap here. He has a log. I will take log. And we are going to Skeleton King over here with my witch. And I am going to pop an ability. I will not pop an ability. Changed my mind. We'll pop that ability. We'll arrows that. It probably hit his king tower, but I don't think it matters too much, because I think his tower's down here anyways. It's going to be close. Okay, 300 damage left. Pretty good start to the game. We're only a minute in and we've almost taken a tower. We got to witch that. I probably could have used my Goblin Hut. I probably should have, now that he raged. That's fine. He gets a fair bit of damage. And now I'm going to Goblin Hut. Other lane. Hopefully the Witch takes it down here. It does not. He goes in with a Dark Prince, so we're going to bats that just to make sure it doesn't get a shot off on my Goblin Hut while it's chipping away over there. Maybe one of these bats gets a hit. No, I have the King Tower activated. I forgot about that. He does go for the log on that, but it does not kill the goblins inside, which means I should get fairly good damage out of these. I do not get the spirits out of that, so that's unfortunate. We're going to go in for a bowler here and a Scar Me at the bridge. His best play here would probably be balloon other lane. We're going to arrows that, get as much damage on it as we can. We don't need to full commit on this push because we're not likely going to 3-crown him. So we just had to make sure we took that tower. He has E-barbs, but we have a witch here, so that should take it. And we're going to go for a bowler as well, just in case he does rage. Good call on my part. We're going to bats. It's going to get a hit. Not too worried about that. We're going to other lane here, so he has to make a decision. He does use his Magical Archer other lane, which is great value for us. We're going to try and get ability off before the Mini P.E.K.K.A kills us, and we're going to go for a Witch here too. Keep the pressure high in this lane. He gets off an E-Wiz, but our Witch can kill it with the Skeleton's help, and we're going to graveyard his tower and bats the E-barbs, and he still hasn't taken our tower, so unless he has a big spell that we haven't seen, we should be fine here. We'll just bowler that. Hopefully it doesn't splash to the tower. It does not. That's 3-0. This is by far the best deck in the game for Classic Challenges. It is, I believe, the deck that the #1 player in the world right now is using. Stupid mastery. Let's go to leaderboards. Chris, yep, so he's using this deck on top of the leaderboards at 6,600 right now, so it is a very good deck. I'm just playing Golem Clone down here at 6K. Thank you guys for watching. I will be uploading it again tomorrow, and hopefully we will have a 12-win grand challenge by then. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.